Hey guys, so today I wanted to give you an update on the Element and the things I've been doing to it. And as promised, I'm not doing any camper build stuff on it, but I do need to prepare it and get it street worthy and do some fixes. So I want to give you an update on what I did to get it ready for my camper build. So let's take a look. All right, right off the bat, one thing is clear. I have not been washing it. It's not the cleanest thing, but there are some chips in the windshield, and I had to feel that up. It's nice and smooth now, but you can still see some of the cracks. Over here, there was a round crack hole right there, but it's nice and smooth now. I don't know. I mean, you certainly can't feel it, what I can feel, but it's smooth. I filled in those things myself with a glass repair resin kit. Moving down to the tires, you could see I have all new tires. They're brand new. Scepter AX4. These were basically the cheapest I could find. They were on sale at Walmart for I think $60 a tire, so that's pretty cheap. So looking inside, what was not cheap is the new suspension, and these are McPherson suspensions, and again they're not cheap. I did need to get a new tie rod too. If you're familiar with Elements, you know the suspension sucks, so you have to probably have to do some updates if you get a used one. But here, down here, you could see I have new sway links, and those sway links, all four of them, were changed. And let's take a look at the back. The back sway links, the back sway links are there, and I got some help from Element Lifestyle, Miguel at Element Lifestyle, and man, I'm going to leave a link to his website down there. He is an element expert, and he really helped me swap out those sway links which were rusted in shut. So I also changed the sway bushing. All right, back here on the license plate you can see something new right here, and it's a little camera, and I got myself a CarPlay system. All right, so I installed this. I had a aftermarket stereo in there, so let's take a look at it. I have the installation video up here if you want to take a look at the installation video. It's kind of a long video, but I did go through the whole process of how I installed this. So it's going to connect, and I may or may not lose. Sure enough, I did lose audio video when it connected, but here's the CarPlay, so you could see. Oh man, it's great. um, I have GPS maps, and I have, Pandora music and all that good stuff. So, this I really highly recommend. And I do now have a backup camera, which I did not have before because this car did not come with a backup camera. So now I also have a backup camera and CarPlay stereo. So that's fantastic. Over here, man, this I got this little sucker, and look at how small he is. He is a 200-watt amp peak inverter, and not just that, I have a power port and USB ports. So this car is so old, it doesn't come with any kind of USB ports at all. So just with this little thing, this little inverter that fits right there, nice and neat, I get AC power ports and USB ports. I had to go back and turn it on for you, but for the most part, I just leave it on. And the ports are live, and I got USB ports and an AC port when I need it. And it's tucked away nice and neat. Up here is something that's a little bit odd, but what it is, it's a solar panel. And no, I don't have any camper build stuff back there. But I do have this 25-watt solar panel battery tender, and it's just coming through here, and you can see it's still loose, so it's not kinking the wire. Comes back here, comes back there, and it's just alligator clipped to my battery for now. And that is going to keep my battery fresh, because we all know the Element battery is very small, and it will run dry if you don't run the car. So with those panels, I should be able to park it for weeks and weeks without any worries about the batteries running dry. Top, I had some rust holes that I needed to repair, so what I did was I used epoxy to fill up the holes, and it doesn't look any worse than it did before, but at least now I think it's watertight because it was leaking water before. One thing I forgot to mention is that I did this. This is the car remote, and I programmed two remotes to the car. So this is a 2004 Element. It's not compatible with the 2005, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ask me how I know it's not compatible. You'll want to get one that's compatible with 2003. So the 2004, it's really hard to find, but you buy the same as the 2003 one, okay? All right, so you see, I did a few things to it, and some things were harder than others to do. And I did some little things too. I topped off the transmission fluid, I changed the oil, and things like that. Little things like that. But I got some electronics up here, and I'll leave a link in the description for any of these things if you're interested. But so now the Element is actually street worthy. The suspension is great. It doesn't clunk anymore because I changed the sway links and um, the suspension kit. So it's running the way it should. The engine's running good. AC works. So everything's good, and it's just waiting for me to finish up my Sienna so that I can start building on it. So we'll talk to you again when I start building on the Element in 2024. Shout out to viewer Maria, who's been watching since I had my first Element.